Kicking off the back nine here, hole 10, par 3, 338 feet. This is probably one of the most unique holes that you're going to see on the property. Mason, the camera does not do justice to just how downhill this shot is.
Yep, really tight gap off the tee, and then you have a rolling hill that requires a very touchy flip-up shot or a flex forehand of some sorts.
Oh, be nice.
Dallin showing, I think, the most common mistake, keeping it a little too straight and catching that right side.
That's good. That is tasty.
That looks like the right angle. Keep going.
Come on. Oh,
Let's go.
That is one of the best shots I've ever seen on this hole. That's incredible.
Yeah, I'm glad we got that on camera from both angles. That was an insane shot from Ben there.
Justin overcommits left side. Cams looks good, but catches up in that pine tree. Your good shots will often kind of catch that last one.
Come on.
Yeah, I needed a little more turn on that.
Yeah, should be within jump punt range though, so par should be fairly easy.
Beautiful.
Nice smooth shot there from Justin.
Tough
Dallin.
to control the speed here coming down the hill.
Absolutely the case. And Dallin, honestly, pretty lucky to be on the edge of the fairway. I've seen some of those shots where he overturns that and it goes straight into the woods and he's just pitching straight out.
That was the most
Nice tree from Cam there. Good straddle putt from Justin. Definitely not easy. I mean, this green gets real dangerous on the backside real quick, and you can be close and still not have much of a look.
Everyone else cleaning up par. Ben with the park job.
If you see Ben, give him a shout out for one of the best birdies we've ever seen on this hole, because that was something special.
And I've had putts before.
Hole 11, another par 3, 338 feet. This one bends a little bit to the right, but then has the green finishing off to the left. What's going to be the shot shape that the guys are going to go for? Are they going over the top for this one as well? It looks like there's a bit of a ceiling.
Yeah, if you got a power sidearm, looks like Ben might be reaching for, you can take it over the top here, but this hole actually showcases a really nice turnover with a mid or a fairway.
Yes.
Hoping one of these guys showcases that and shows us the line.
Ben just outside circling with a great shot.
Yeah, he's really showcased that power forehand today. He can really take his forehand over any of these holes over the top.
I mean, that's got to be such a weapon when you can stay over the top because, like you said, I mean, this is a touchy shot otherwise in order to approach this green. Dallin, I mean, showing us the power thumber again here, both inside the circle. Oh, no. Okay.
A little unfriendly roll there, but he should be all right with his putting.
That right on the edge of the circle, though, has that kind of foot down slope that can really get a disc running if it had gone. I was worried it was going to keep going.
Yeah, Billy.
against the thumber player.
Dude, get down. When he throws as much as he does.
Justin showing off a real strength in his forehand there, going long of the basket and is going to have a circle 2 look for the birdie.
Yeah, that would be the good miss for him, going over the top there, but definitely a little too much power.
Be nice. Come on, kick back out. Yeah.
Cam has had some of the luckiest tree breaks, I think, that we've seen from this round so far. Bounces left side, right side, then left side, but stays right in the middle of the fairway for just a nice, easy approach. But, you know, you can definitely hear his frustration with his round so far. He knows that the 1 under is not on pace.
Just a bit right for Justin on that C2 bid.
Yep. Nice.
Nice birdie there from Dallin.
Automatic.
Yep.
Ben with the same.
I let mine go down there. I thought I nailed it. Got it.
Justin and Cam cleaning up their pars. Moving over now to hole 12. This is another par 3, 324 feet. And this one also has a fairway that demonstrates kind of that S curve. You see the drone fly through a tight little spot here if you don't follow the main ski path. But something tells me you're going to see a lot of guys going over the top here too, Mason, as we just saw Ben throw.
Multiple options on this hole. You can see a power hyzer over the top, as Ben is doing here. Some straight shots or flex forehands are also popular up the middle.
He was lost in the trees the whole way.
It's the thumb.
No.
A little short, probably putting.
Oh, that's gonna be so far left.
My way, my way.
It's a good shot from Justin. I think what makes this hole tricky is that first wall of trees off the tee is so close that it requires you to get some very steep angle. So despite it only being 324 feet, the trees are what really force you into throwing an angle that means that someone like Dallin or Ben, who have plenty of power to normally get there, can come up short. Cam, same mistake here, coming up short and falling in those quakies just before the basket.
Yeah, probably looking at some obstructed putts coming up here.
Nice putt from Ben, cashing his birdie.
I think that's 4 in a row for Ben there, Josh. He's turning up the heat.
Ben also earns that replay there, keeping it going. I mean, he needed a good stretch here to keep his round going, and has a nice solid putt there.
There we go,
Another
Cam.
big putt from Cam.
Get him back on track.
Justin cleans up his par. Dallin also with a short par. Short par look. Yeah, there it is.
No problem there.
You know, when you got Dallin around, it feels so automatic at this point that whenever you see him stepping up to something inside 20 feet, you assume he's going to make it.
Absolutely.
Hole 13, par 3, 275 feet. Lots of airspace to the left. You got a lot of hanging trees, kind of extended limbs that can catch discs. So you're definitely going to want to utilize the space here to the left. I'd imagine we see all 4 guys go forehand here.
Yep, something like a Firebird speed forehand here for all these guys.
Skipping it.
This is one of the signature holes called the Apple Tree hole here on the north course. The tree you see right in front of the basket right there is one of the only tree we have on the property that has fruit or anything of that sort. So Definitely a cool hole.
Well, it's got the gorgeous view of the mountains framed behind it.
Oh, that was really good.
That was okay. I thought that was too high. I thought Cam was going to be in some real trouble going inside there, but does manage to get through to kind of the little more sparsely wooded spot just behind the green.
Yeah, very fortunate to get all the way through there. That was very early from Cam.
That looks great.
Down with the width. Bounces inside circle.
So you know you worked. Shanky diesel. Wow.
Now, I really like that high play, because while it does bring in some risk like we saw with Cam's, Justin shows off how it kind of spikes and ensures that you don't have an obstructed putt and stay on the good side of the green. So I like the height there that Justin uses.
Yeah, I haven't seen that too much. That was a great play from him.
Cam, highlight reel putt again.
You'll have a nice video of highlights just from this round so far on the putting green. On the pole for Dallin.
Again.
And there's the star frame.
I was gonna say, that's gotta be our first of the day, right?
I think so. I think we had a star frame on hole 4, actually.
Oh, good call.
Yeah, I think that was the other one, but another hole that feels equally gettable and important in terms of the birdies. Hole 14 here brings up a par 4, 591 feet. This one has got to be plenty reachable for all these guys in birdie and feels like a must get given these guys' power.
Yeah, musket for top open guys here. Eagle also can come into play with the monster drive here.
Ben with a big shot, but not enough turn. He's going to be off in the left in the sagebrush. While that is a mistake, I think birdie is still very much inside the question for Ben, yeah?
Absolutely. He got the distance off, just it came out early. He's going to be left, but he's got not too far into the pin to get up and down. This hole's out in the open, as you can see in the field, so Ben being the first guy, being the wind dummy there, kind of seeing what's going on, and I'm guessing these next guys are going to make an adjustment here.
Yeah, and you can see very clearly that tunnel right there makes it very difficult to feel exactly what the wind's doing. And
Great point.
It's funny because your disc actually can take that kind of delayed reaction until it reaches the tunnel, out of the tunnel itself to get that flip. Dallin with a monster drive here. Oh yeah, he's going to be well within easy birdie range.
Yeah, just a little chip into the green from there. That was a massive drive from Dal. It's going to work for Justin.
Should be Ben's second shot coming out from the sagebrush. He gets inside circle 1. Justin right next to it. And we haven't seen a good image of this yet on Cam jumping to try and look over the crest of the hill, just get another eye on the basket. What I was saying, we haven't seen yet kind of a good camera angle, but what's behind the basket here, Mason?
Yeah, this is a tricky upshot. Their speed coming into this low rolling hill is a little bit deceiving, but behind it, about 20, 25 feet, as you see right there, it turns into the rough real quick. So these guys are going to want to miss on the short side, as you saw a couple of them doing earlier.
And this is probably some of the thickest rough behind this green. If you punch through 25 feet, you've got no look at the basket.
Okay.
Rare miss from Ben there inside C1. Came out a little early.
And that for Ben would have been 5 in a row. Fortunate to see that streak coming to an end. Justin, nice putt for birdie.
You call him Bill though, right? So I can see that.
I don't know where I left my mini.
Yeah, good thing to point out here, talking about Ben, is this is actually his first time on film, as all three of the other guys have quite a bit of experience on film. So slow start of the round, could be a little camera jitters, but he's settling right in and starting to birdie and play how he knows how.
Hole 15, par 3, 392 feet. This is another one where downhill, pretty severe, doesn't quite show the severity of that from the camera angle, but this is one that really allows for a lot of different styles to attack the hole. It's all about checking up on that speed and wanting to come just a little bit short, not going in the rough deep in here. Quick shout out, as you saw there, we had a spotter here on this hole. Shout out to all the spotters that came out in the hot weather to help spectate discs. It helps with pace of play so much to have all those guys out there helping looking for discs.
We do appreciate them a lot. That's a great point, Josh. That's actually Dallin's dad you're seeing. That's
Okay.
following around most of the day. Him and his wife usually follow Dallin's rounds and spot on most holes. So great to have them out here. What a shot. This hole looks pretty straightforward on film, but in person, very downhill and really tough to judge a distance. So even though you can just see it right there, it's tough to get the distance right. Ben coming in hot. What a shot. Couple birdie looks coming up.
Well, Cam can see the basket, so you got to consider him having a birdie look too.
That's a fair statement after what we've seen so far today, Josh.
This is one, though, he's got to be careful. And you can see there's a clear difference between this putt and the rest, and a lot of other of Cam's Circle 2 putts. The downhill nature of this hole means that if he misses, he's going into stuff that is just as thick as where he's standing right now. So he gives that one very much a half bid, not really fully committing to it because of the danger. Very different style from what we've seen at his other Circle 2 makes. Ben takes an unfortunate tree branch and knocks his down. He's going to miss out on the birdie attempt.
Yeah, unfortunate to be pinched off there for Ben. That was a really good tee shot. Only be about 20 feet away, but that tree just was giving him problems.
Highlights what you said, though. I mean, his drive looked perfect, but had a hard time judging the speed that he needed and skips a little bit long. I mean, that's the nature of playing with elevation. And I think highlights as well the conversation we had about the greens in the round one coverage is that all of these greens are not just 66 feet or 20 meters of clear, unobstructed area. There are shapes to these greens, and you need to be in good spots if you want to have looks. And it's not good enough just to be close. You need to be in the right spot.
Yeah, a couple scary greens out there. You just need to know which ones not to run long that you won't want to come back around.
I just wanted to make sure you guys are good.
On to one of the signature holes, as you were alluding to earlier. It's hole 16. Deep par 3 here, 521, very downhill. The key here is just getting the angle right. The miss is going to be, you want to turn it over more than hyzering out, but a birdie is going to be great for these guys. Par is most likely fine.
All right, we're live.
Bunch.
This was our 4th hardest hole on the day for this round, Josh, averaging .22 over par, so very difficult hole.
Well, and the point to highlight here, like you mentioned, with how downhill it is, it's not a distance issue at all. Every one of these guys, and I think almost all guys in the open division, should have the arm to get there. Dallin here showing off that very clearly. I think all these guys can make it. It's really a question of nose angle, wind, disc selection, and making sure that you're really adjusting with the downhill nature of this hole. Justin taking the really wide swinging hyzer route.
Wow. That was smashed. I have not seen a hyzer on this route, on this hole in a while.
And he's deep. He's 60 feet long.
Yeah, it must be a tailwind they're getting here that he went to that hyzer or something glidey.
Oh shit. Be good. Oh my.
you hear the language on the card. They know how bad it is to hit that pine tree.
Yeah, you hit that pine tree,
Still
it's
tanking.
dropping straight down into death. So
Yeah.
very fortunate for Cam to get out there.
I have no idea why I can't just do that.
Cam's had some
like this.
rough
Great shot,
throws
Ben.
that have really
Yeah,
gotten
that's
some
good.
lucky results off the trees, and that being another one.
shot,
Ben
Ben.
takes the hyzer route as well, getting just outside of circle 1. That definitely has to be favorable wind for that to be able to happen.
Dallin getting the closest though with that low penetrating shot to start the card there. Keeping
Cam?
it under the wind.
Yep, Cam's going to leave himself a little bit of a tester there.
Down, you want to go? Sure, I can go back and forth.
Just a little bit off there at the release there for Ben.
No.
Wow.
In the basket.
That feels like a bad basket catch for Dallin.
Absolutely. Top of the list of things you don't want to see.
It's a nice bid from Justin. I can't believe how far Justin was past the basket.
Yeah, pretty incredible for a hyzer to get past the pin here. That is an absolute bomb.
Cam slides in.
Out of my hand.
Wanted to fall out just like Dallin's, but able to collect his par.
That was Whistler's all day.
Yep, no pictures on the scorecard. Get out of there.
That's right. No pictures on the scorecard.
That putt did feel better than Whistler's, though.
Yeah.
Par frame, too bad because Dallin really did deserve the birdie. Had an excellent drive, just bad basket catch. Hole 17. Mason, is this the hardest hole on the course?
This is not, but it's one of the.
Okay.
This one was averaging .09 over par for the MPO field, but for most divisions, this is a very difficult hole. It plays very uphill and scores closer to a par 5 when it's played for most divisions. You just got some really good MPO players out here. That's why the average is a little down.
Makes sense. Wind also plays a big factor here, and depending on the wind they have. Getting up here, I mean, Dallin is definitely showing off, able to make it over all the treacherous OB. I mean, if Dallin having the forehand or the thumber may be okay down low, but that stuff is pretty tall and can restrict your swing. So it's important that you're hitting the landing zones, whichever one you choose on this fairway for sure.
Yeah, Dallin just took that drive to a spot that most mortals don't get to. Way up there on the fairway in the left. He's going to have very gettable distance for his birdie.
Justin tries to follow that line and comes up well short of where Dallin made it, and he's going to have a lot more difficult of a time.
Yeah, most people are trying to play on the left side of that cutout, as you see on the screen. Going straight up the middle, it's almost impossible to get all the way over.
Don't stand here. Stab myself in the position here. Right there.
If that sits, that should be a good shot for Cam.
Join me.
This looks too low. I don't think Ben's going to be able to make it over.
In the middle there.
Yeah, both in the rough, and that's the biggest concern they're going to have is do they have a clean swing? They absolutely have the power to get to the pin. It's just whether or not they're going to be able to fully execute what they want from there.
Yeah, footing and a swing are going to be a problem if you're not right in the middle on this hole. So most likely a par for everyone that doesn't have good look for footing in a run up. That was a shot from Cam though to get up there.
Big shot. Yeah, it takes a lot of distance and the steepest part of the hill for sure. Fortunate to be on the edge there, but makes an excellent shot.
I thought that was going to stall out more. That got all the way up there. That was a great shot.
You can see Ben kind of throwing a little half swing, not able to go all the way and commit through the shot because of the rough. Justin
Just
might
trying to get to the top of the hill.
Yeah.
Get their pars is what they're looking for.
You don't think Justin's inside circle?
It's hard to tell how far he got up on the hill. He might have a deep circle 2 look, but I think par is more realistic unless he hits a good putt.
Dallin making this look easy.
You might be right, Josh. If Cam's up, Justin might be up here.
It looked like Justin had the room to really throw that flex forehand, and so he may have been able to attack. Cam with
on,
another
Cam.
circle 2 putt.
Give him another one.
There he is.
A lot of distance and feet for putts made for Cam today.
So looks like we did miss a shot from Justin. This is him putting.
Birdie.
Was the birdie?
So that was his shot that got all
Wow.
the way up there. Wow. That's incredible. Making you second guess, Josh, because we know this course. That is impossible to get from right there.
I did not think it'd be possible to get that far up. I definitely expect him on the short side, closer to Cam. For him to reach all the way up there, that is spectacular.
Yeah, he must have got full flight and a bounce and skip. Nice work from the card though on 17, tough hole.
Hole 18, it's another one of those that feels signature. I mean, one of the best views on the course. You're able to see the mountains clear out in the background, get a throw into it. Wide open shot. All the guys have the power here, 476 feet, but downhill. The biggest part is you're just gonna need to keep it wide enough. You don't want to be skipping left into the rough, but seems like a shot that everyone is capable of here on the card.
Yeah, right.
Yep. You got Scout Mountain right there in the background. You got the yurt in the background, Tournament Central. And this is definitely a bonus birdie for these guys to get. If you finish left early at all, if there's a wall of trees, it's pretty danger. These guys are just gonna put a smash on a driver here and try to get inside the circle.
What was the scoring number on this hole?
It was right around par. It was 3.02.
This is one that if you don't have the distance, you are no shot at birdie. I mean, this really is just, do you have that distance? Dallin overturning it a little bit, showing though that you really have to put a smash on that disc if you want to have any look at a birdie.
Yep, just 5 birdies on the day from the MPO field on this hole. Those Clash Disc banners flying in the wind on 18. Appreciate them sponsoring this course and the coverage.
Push, that's part.
Nice shot.
His arts, dude.
Come
Justin.
on,
Wow.
Justin Bilodeau. That is how you throw hole 18, ladies and gentlemen. Full flight.
Right there, underneath the basket, 476
Hard job.
feet away. What a shot.
It's also a big shot, too. I know Justin and Ben here at the end of the round are fighting for a spot to make it on lead card. They're watching the scores, so every stroke matters for these guys here coming in.
Oh, you did it, stand up. You won't.
Looks like Cam's going to go a little bit early. You can hear the wind in the background. As you're throwing that downhill, it definitely is going to affect your disc. It's pulling it to the left, so if you're not getting turned over at all, like Cam there, you're going to see going pretty early.
Somewhere between you and me.
Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. Get over there. Come on. Get a skip.
Too wide.
You hear Ben complain about going a little bit too wide, but I really like that shot. I think it's safer. It ensures that he's at least going to have a look, but is not going to be in any kind of risk of taking a higher score with that wall of trees.
Yeah, tough to park it taking it that wide, but you're definitely ensuring yourself an open look, not being pinched off by the trees. Pretty tough look from here from Cam.
No, why'd you hit that branch? I actually think that was gonna have a good chance.
Really?
Before the branch, yeah.
Well, the way he's been putting, I don't disagree, but It's a thick green right there. Ben, oh no, Ben sails it. Not even connecting on metal there.
Yep. This green gets a little slippery off the back, as you said earlier, Josh. The greens.
And this, I mean, that's a great putt from Cam there, but I think that kind of highlights what we were talking about with Ben. Ben at least has kind of an open putt for his first one. Definitely goes a little bit long, but that angle is going to keep the green a little more open, whereas Cam didn't even get a full extension, and those putts, especially on hole 18s, they can get a little bit nervy. So I like that play for Ben to stay wide like that because of that reason.
Good par cleanups from those two. And
And Justin dropping in. Excellent birdie
last
here.
tap in. What a birdie.
That's one of the best birdies you're going to see on this tournament this weekend. So, way to finish the round
Absolutely.
for Justin. That concludes our round 1 coverage. Get to catch a couple highlight reels here. Cam hitting more circle 2 putts. That's almost our entire highlight reel. Just all those putts that he's draining.
Some really good rounds from the card today. Some highlight putts. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll look forward to catching you round 2.
Thanks
Got some
to
more action
Fairway
coming your way.
Media for the production and coverage of this round, and thanks to all of our sponsors who sponsored the Portneuf Valley Open. Make sure to catch us for round 2. We're going to be moving over to the South Course.
Peace, everybody.